please do join that group and we can grow our community. You will know on daily basis what are the new updates, and they have a lot of ideas that Canva gives you in form of short videos and tutorials, which you will not miss, and any sessions that come up with Canva. There is also a Canva community of faith. Again, highly recommended. People must join. There are a lot of educators, lovely educators like you, who are part of that community, who share what they learn and what they create. And I think that's again another useful and beautiful way of exchanging our knowledge. So that's another link I'm going to share. So I request everyone to join that Facebook community group as well, so that you don't miss out on the fun Canva gives us. Starting with our session now. Good evening, everyone. My name is Harpreet Chaudhary. I'm a primary school educator, and I work with, right now, I work with the French International School of Delhi, and I have an experience about 21 years hopping from British school, American school, and moving on to the French school. And my son goes to a school, so I have kind of a fair idea of different programs and curriculums, how things work. So I can try, I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I would try to integrate all the curriculums and make the best of a presentation for you people, where you can take your ideas and go from there. I'm going to start sharing my screen. And if somebody can confirm right after if my screen is visible. I'm going to hop on between people coming and joining in. So we have is my screen visible? If anybody can confirm. Okay, I think we are good to go. So when we have Canva for education, we are talking about here Canva for education, where we are working at, thank you for confirmation, where we were working at Canva for education, wherein anybody who's not been part of that, it's like Canva Pro. It's a free version for teachers. Canva is provided across the world, wherein you just have to fill in a form with your details of, if anybody's not ever done it yet, you have your ID card or your school, any letter from school. If you do not have an ID card, that says the validity, as well as there is also your teaching qualification in case you are not a current teacher. So you still can have access to Canva on special recommendation by our community manager, Anna, who's with us today. And thank you, Anna, for being here. So she would be able to guide us on that if you're stuck on anything. But the process is very simple. You go to canva.com, you fill in the form, and you have that information with you. And you will get within 24 hours to 48 hours, you get the access to free resources, which is a huge number of resources that you have, different templates. So when you go to canva.com, you've got Canva Education, Canva Business, there's plans and pricing. Again, like I said, it's free for teachers. The difference between education account and a pro account is that there's some features which are rolled out in a pro account a bit earlier than the Canva Education account, but normally Canva Education is a full deal in itself. So anybody who's not gone and got the Canva account, I would recommend you to please go for it. So here, when I go to canva.com, is my first step. I need to sign up or log in. If it's the first time, I sign up and I have all my details. So here, if you can see, when I sign in with my Gmail, it gives you a lot of options to sign up. I have signed in through my Gmail. It gives me an education account. I also have a process wherein my school is under the Canva system now. So we are a part of Canva team. Again, that Canva does free for school. So if anybody is interested in having your school rolled onto Canva for free for teachers as well as students, Canva does help us with doing that. We just need a domain name and an SOS, so we can talk about it in detail later on. So here we have got, if you can see, that's my Canva education account on the name of my school. Here is my login, so you can know that I've logged in. This is how Canva looks like. So this is the button where you click in and you come back to this home page that Canva has. These are different shortcuts Canva gives us to customize the size of particular element you are creating. We're going to have a look at it. Then uploading, if you have your own design you want to upload and then work around, you can do that. This is the opening of the app, some settings of Canva, which are your account settings, some notifications if you have any on Canva. Then you've got create design or create what you want to create. So those are the settings that you have. We come back to the main page. So these are some of the things you can explore as and when you go. If you're a computer user, these are very easy to follow. The user interface is very friendly. So you just have to go through it to get that. Here is create a design. So all these are the elements that you can create a doc, Canva doc, like you have Google Docs or Microsoft Word, Canva doc. Again, 2023 March was a time wherein Canva rolled out its biggest, I would say, a positive feature with AI. AI is everywhere. We are all talking about ChatGPT and other tools of AI with different extensions. Canva has itself its inbuilt AI, which is wonderful, and it works across all the visual suites that you have. So we will have a look at that today. We've got the whiteboard, which is again an unlimited space for students to work on. You can provide some basic element to it, some basic information or post-its, and the students can be shared with that whiteboard and they work on it. You can create presentations with it, add your music, you can even add your own voice. Infographics is the information sheets that you have. It's like a flyer that you create, the wallpapers, the logos, even the classroom, Google Classroom that people use, the headers. If you're making Google Forms, those fancy titles that you create on the top, which you will see today when we roll out our feedback form, you will see that it is there as well. So we use Canva for everything. You even have integration now of YouTube, which you don't have to go out of Canva. It's all within Canva. So we are going to start here with a basic design of Canva, and then I'm going to take you to the education template. On the left side, we have these different items that you see, the home, the projects that you have created anytime in Canva. So all these are projects, the classes that I have created. So I have grade 5 last year. So I had grade 5, so I had created that. So here you can see all my folders. Sorry about my internet, it's a bit slow. It's taking time to appear. So these are all the designs, any elements I've ever created, I've found. These are all the videos that I've created on Canva. So I extensively use Canva for a lot of simple things, getting my GIFs from a third-party app or Google and integrating it into Canva and using it. So you can see Canva is the base I work on, and many teachers, I'm sure you all out of the group work on. You can invite members, you can create a group, and then there is trash, like any other tool has it, if you don't want a design or anything. So here is what I had tried to create, just a few examples. So this was a presentation I created the other day. It was about a story that you create. You know, instead of doing in a science lesson, we do water cycle. So you've got starting from evaporation to condensation to precipitation and then evaporation. The whole cycle goes on. So instead of that, we can create a presentation. So I created this little one. So if you can see here, it was a little presentation which said water cycle. I haven't added, it was not finished. So just to let you know, I can even add story to it with my voice modulation, and I can add my own self. It has its own sounds. I've combined a few features. So here we have got the flow of the water, the precipitation happening, and then evaporation with the clouds going on. So here you can, add elements to it, wherein you have evaporation, little tags that you can add. So you can create a lesson in form of a story to make it a bit interesting. You are still doing it, and as the story, the slides go on, you can add your voice to it for the children to know a narrative of your presentation. So at the end of it, instead of just making that water cycle, we are trying to make it a bit more creative. Then I created, and I will just show you the certificates that you all get from most of the the workshops and webinars that you attend. I'm sure many of them are created on Canva. So here we have again. So I have these certificates that you would get today. Then we've got these infographics that I was talking about. So again, so I keep trying hit and trial of what all you can do on Canva. So I'm trying to do that. So I keep using them. So some of them you might find I just explored and it's there incomplete, but that's what it looks like. So it's an infographic. You've got information on one particular topic that you work on, and there are a lot of elements on the top and the templates that Canva itself gives you. So when I type in infographics, these are all the infographics Canva gives me. I can move on like a timeline. I just add a page, and then it has got the evolution of technology. So I can have my own pictures added to it. I can even have more text added to it. So those kind of resources you can create on Canva. Now we are moving to our session wherein we have some practical ideas of how you can use Canva. So it's just coming back to my home page. See if this one is here. I'm going to close all of this. Okay, so I'm going to start with create a design. So here I am on my home page. I go to create a design. This way is one way we can go, or I've got some shortcuts right here: doc, whiteboard, presentation, infographic, what I want to create. A wallpaper, I can create a document, which is an A4 size portrait, a video, a Facebook post, flyer. I can have the Google Classroom headers, all those if you want to see visually what it is. I want to go here, create a design, and I click on doc. So this is my first page that I will see when I create. We are going to now look at a wonderful AI feature of Canva, which will make my life easy. I don't have to start from scratch. I don't have to have all the information that I have typed in. I can use the AI to help me save a lot of time. How do you do that? So it opens a doc for you. Here I have this plus sign, which is my AI assistant. I click on this, and it gives me, I need to enter the prompt. This is what you need to do once you are anytime creating a lesson on Canva. So what you do is you hit a prompt. I'm going to go to Magic Write is what it is called. Now Magic Write asks me use 5 or more words to describe what do you want to write. So I will ask Magic Write, create a lesson plan on grade 5 symmetry. This is a geometrical lesson, and I just have to hit generate. It will create my whole lesson plan with what I need and how I go about step by step. So if you look at it, here it has created a lesson plan, grade 5 lesson plan. There is an objective, the material you need, introduction, what are the direct instructions, the guided practice, and the closure of the lesson, along with some ideas of assessment. Now, I don't have to blindly follow it. Please make sure you read it and go through it before you document it on your files or give it to the teachers, other teachers or students. So here now I want to tweak my lesson plan. I don't want to take it as it is. I'm going to delete this. I even want to delete this. I will have grade 5. I will now change it to different fonts. I'll make it the heading. I can have the font to be changed. If I want, I can even make it more enlarged. I can align it. So those kind of little formattings you can do. Then I have, this will be my, I'm not happy with my objective or the goal of the lesson. Students will be able to identify and create symmetrical shapes and patterns. Again, I need to make sure whatever I change with AI, I have to get it highlighted. So I'm going to click here, click on my plus sign again, the magic right, which adds the magic. I can rewrite, ask it to rewrite it. So here it goes. And it rewrites learning goal instead of objective. Here was my objective. Students will be able to identify and create symmetrical patterns. Here it says learning goal. Students will have the ability to recognize and produce symmetrical shapes and patterns. I think this one looks a bit more fancy and bit more impressive than the regular students will be able to identify. So I'm going to just highlight this. Move this up. I don't want this, and I replace it with here. I'm going to change this. I can even color it whatever you want, the way you want, and it will be my introduction. It is bold, all that what you can do. So your lesson plan is ready. That's one way you can use to create lesson plans. Yes, Asha ma'am, do you have a question? No, there is no question. Okay, I don't know why people were not popping in. So here we've got more people. So we have the AI to create our lesson plan. Now I want to create something else. So I will ask Magic Write a short, funny poem on rainbow. Let's see if my Magic Write can do that. There you go. It's short. Oh, rainbow, rainbow in the sky, you make us all stop and sigh with your colors. Oh, so bright. You are a truly wondrous sight. So again, that's Magic Write. You can create. It again depends on your imagination. Now, ChatGPT or other AI tools have one rule, same as with Canva. The AI always asks, and it will be more productive if you use words, create, summarize, generate. Those kind of verbs is what your keyword is to be. AI can be used very efficiently provided you know how to use it. Now, if I say I want to go here and I want to create an image for this, I can even have an image with another tool, which is text to image. We are going to do that as well. So here my Magic Write is done. Similarly, I can have things written in other languages as well. So this is my Google Docs and Magic Write in Docs. Now, I don't like this one. Like I said, we can always change it, like we changed the objective. Here we are going to go on. Again, I click on the plus sign. I can expand this text. I can summarize this. I can edit with Magic Write. Now, I don't like this. I will ask Magic Write to simplify this stanza. Oh, let's do this. So I have this. I click on the plus. I edit with Magic Write. This is my stanza. I have to keep what I have to change. I forgot that last time. Simplify this stanza as per grade 2 or 7-year-old students. And go generate. So it's simple. Rainbows make us happy. We see them when it stops raining. They have lots of colors and make us smile. So this is like a simplified version you can create. I can even have it do a summarizing. So here, summarize the text. So rainbows are wondrous sight with bright colors, including red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, and all that. So it has summarized my whole poem. So if you have a poem that the kids want to understand, you can copy that poem here and you can just click on summarize and it'll give you the summary. Same as for a text. If you have a text or a comprehension passage you want kids to do, You want to make it simplified for them, you can even do that. You can rechange it, recreate it. So that's the magic of AI for docs. I'm going to close this. So this was the docs in Canva with Magic Write. Now I go to a presentation. So again, I go to create a presentation. It's opening. So here, if you see, the moment I click on presentation, it's got the number of slides. So the first one is there, rest I have to create. There is magic design in the presentation as well. So I'm going to click on magic design. Again, I say create a presentation on heart for grade 6. So here it takes few seconds and the magic happens. If you see, the template is given here, and there are much more and many more templates than it will actually present to you, and you can choose. It's your choice. It'll give you a maximum of 10 slides, and then you can further create it. It gives you a basic outline of your presentation. So if you're stuck at some topic, you don't have to start from scratch. You can just start from taking this as a base. So here, our heart, our body. Anybody has a question? So our heart, our body, we can always create that. And we have here, if you see, the heart, where is it located? How does it work? You can always change that. I don't like this one. I can even change my style of presentation here. So it will allow me to have the presentation style changed. Here. And I can even change the color to see how it looks. I want this one. I have more options. This is the slides, how it is in one. If I want to see more styles of my presentation that Canva AI has given me, these are more of them. So I can always look at that and change. Now imagine I just take this one. I say create my presentation. And voila, I have my base here. And I have got these different slides that I have. It has given me. I can always change the image. I can go on to the inserting of different text. I can now use AI, how to take care of your heart, for example. Now here I highlight what I need to change. Here, my magic design or Canva assistant is right here. These are the little stars. So always whenever you need to look for magic, look for these stars. So here is one way. Even with Magic Write, you have Magic Write inside the Canva assistant. So if you see edit with Magic Write, so these are all the features of Magic Write, because Canva assistant automatically understands that it is a text that it needs or it is expected to start and continue and edit. So it will give you options according to the text. I can summarize this text. I can say, okay, this is not enough. I need to expand the text. So it'll give me more text that I have. So if you see, there is more to it. I can now see what I want and I can change it. Now I still want to keep it highlighted in my box. And I'll open my Canva assistant and I can even edit that Magic Write with Magic Write. So I say edit with Magic Write. I do not have to delete this. Just whatever is my last bit, I need to, okay, there. I will say simplify again the text for third graders. And it's going to do that. Look, it's created much simpler text for my third graders. So that is how you can have the Magic Assistant do it for you, even in presentation. Next we have is Next we have, with this, if I have an image, I don't want this image, I will go to elements and I go to art and I go to videos. So here, if I say this, I just have a video which is a pumping heart that the children can really see how it works as an animated version of my heart to make my presentation more interesting. And it was just in Canva. Now, if I go to another presentation slide and I want, how does my heart work? I am not happy with this picture. I want a YouTube. I will go to apps. And I go here to YouTube. I say heart, working hard for third grade. And there I see the human heart. I just drag it in and it should be there. Where it's here. It takes time. My computer is a bit slow, so here. So I can replace this image and instead I can have my heart video. So you didn't have to go anywhere. It was all here in Canva. Can you imagine the magic? Honestly, this was a feature I also explored as learning for you. So I'm going to go and hit delete here. I am going to have my video placed here, and I can then increase or decrease the size and the way I want things. So this is how you can integrate and create more fun. You can add elements of sound to it with here. These are the elements, and you've got photos, you've got graphics, you've got audio. If you have an audio to support your presentation, everything is there. Even you can upload. So here are the upload options. You can upload from external sources. I've got all these images that I got from outside. I've got these videos I have got which were created. You see, there are videos for kids. For example, you make a simple video of some activity happening in class, a few seconds clip. You create that and you bring it on Canva, and slide by slide you just insert after uploading it, and then you create a beautiful movie of or a video of 5 minutes, 2 minutes, just like a presentation for parents when you're doing an annual day. You know, I saw this lovely thing. What I did with my annual day show, wherein I had students participating, and during the preparation, we took photos of a lot of moments when they were having fun, when they were practicing, when they were playing with their friends during that time, different classes, because when it's an annual show, it's a production that is created. Even if it's a dance or theater performance, you join all of them, you take pictures, and towards the end, you just place them. It's a good moment for parents and the children during the show, at the end of it, to sum up your event, and it comes up beautiful with adding the moments, some captions added to it, and some music added to it. And the children, believe you me, are very proud at that moment to see all the fun they did during that time, the scoldings they got from the teachers not to perform, and all that. It's all thanks to Canva that things have been so easy. So that was all about presentations. Let's go now. After this, I showed you the infographic and how to create. Now the whiteboard is another feature which Canva has. So if you create a presentation, in fact, you know, I want to show you something. My presentation and design is still open. I want to just show you something on the same presentation I did. You know, the faster you need the day, it is every time it's the slowest that day. I just come back to my presentation, the heart presentation, which we just did. If I want to make this presentation as my whole lesson, how do we do that? So I have a presentation. I just need to make sure, I forgot to tell you, we need to make sure when we are making this presentation, we need to lock the elements. My objective of this presentation is to share it with my class. So they have the presentation. So I need to make sure as the elements, this partially locked tool that I can see here needs to be fully locked, which means they cannot edit it. I'm not giving them edited rights and it cannot be deleted even by accident. It's locked. Same as with others. So once I lock my presentation, the kids cannot move it around if they do not have editing rights. Now, somewhere here, I want to create a worksheet. I want to insert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my home page. I create worksheet on heart labeling. So here. So these are again a lot of worksheet resources as templates available to you on Canva. So they are preset worksheets made by Canva and made by other educators as well. So if you can see, there are about 93,053 templates right here. So I have this heart worksheet I want to create. I want to use this. I click on it. It's already there. It's loading. And then I can name my worksheet right here. So I know this is my worksheet on my, it's easy to trace in your projects. So it's just coming up. So here, simple heart human worksheet. So I can just say, it's still loading elements, so it's slow. Grade 5, the human heart worksheet. Now, if I go back to my projects, so I have closed this. I've already used this worksheet. Now this is what I have. If I want to tweak onto it, I want label different parts. I don't want that. I can always change it. Lock my elements here. And I think I'm good to go. I can always unlock it and lock it. So only allow replacing the content. Here it says locked the page. So now my page cannot be moved. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go back to my home page, refresh it. And if you see, my projects will have my worksheet there because that is what I worked on just now. Even if you just rename it, you don't change anything on it, it still saves onto your project. So this is my project on the left side. This is where I will find my worksheet. It's right here, grade 5 worksheet. Now I go back to my presentation where I had created it. I created a new page. I go to my projects right here. And whatever I had worked on, which was this worksheet, it will appear here. So this now, when I'm giving it to my students, this is a worksheet. I will make sure this is locked so the students cannot move it. I don't want I always would want it to, increase in size, edit what you want. And I will make sure they're all grouped together and they are locked. So here. So this one I have again. These are again, the moment they are grouped together, they will not be moved. I don't want to group them together, but this one, it's already locked. If I want to edit it, I will have to unlock it. Here, I have a look at this. It says group, and it says all what you can do with it, to link, lock. You can download this section, you can delete, copy, paste, what basic formatting options. And then I'm going to now move it on. So when I present it, my kids can drag. So let's see if I want to just check right here, present full screen. And right here, if I'm presenting it, where did my heart go? Yeah, I was worried. So I can always bring it back and change it to this is just a presentation tool for me right now. As a teacher, I can present it and show it to them. When I give it to them, this is how it will look like. When I give it to them with editing features, they can edit this sheet. They will be able to drag the word and put it in the right place. So that's a feature that Canva has, that it can convert along with your presentation. You can give them a sheet to work on, and I think that will be a lot of fun for them when they see that this is worked upon with Canva. We'll just have people admit. You know, after a while, Google Meet doesn't give us sounds as to people need to join. So here, coming back to this, so I have closed this feature now. My worksheet also, so you saw we can use the worksheet directly from Canva templates. Now here, there are several worksheets. Now, before we go dive into the worksheets, since we have few minutes left, we can directly go on to the different templates that we have on worksheets. So you can either go directly onto worksheet that you need with the title that you need, or on the left side, if you go back to Canva, on the left panel, it says templates. Now with templates, it asks me what templates do you need? What are you specifically looking for? So here, if you look here, I've got social media, video marketing, custom prints, card, invitation, and education. So I am more keen on education than anything else right now. So the moment I click on education, it will give me all the templates it has across the platform on education. When we are talking about back to school, you know, why back to school? We are emphasizing people have come back from their summer break recently. And again, a lot of places have rain, and there is a flood-like situation wherein people have gone back to online classes. So in that case, Canva really support wherein have people here keep joining in. So wherever Canva can fit in, it's giving you this option of the templates. So if you look at it, it's got presentations, videos, infographics, but now you've shuttered down your selection to just a few limited educational resources. Before, we were having a template of all. Now we've got comic strips, which is very important for us. The presentations, they're there. So when we're talking about back to school, we are talking about summer vacation over. So you've got a lot of templates related to that, which are ready, available. A lot of international schools, because Canva is an international platform, a lot of international schools either have opened recently, like a week back, or they will be opening early August or September. So across the world, this back to school is in hype. Everywhere, if you type in on Google back to school resources, you will get a lot of ideas wherein parents are welcomed. For Indian system, I think back to school is more relevant. Again, if you look for these resources in the month of February or March, when the exams are over and you're ready to welcome your students in a new session, that's when back to school really works for you. But other than that, there are a lot of resources which are summer holiday resources. I can say a presentation on summer vacations, and I've got presentations. All these are there. My summer holiday show and tell. This could be for a smaller age group, the smaller ones, the babies. So we can have still a presentation for them. Canva is not restricted to one specific age group. If the kids cannot do it, you can do it. You can guide them through. If you have a whiteboard or just a projector, if not an interactive board, you have a computer in the class, you can always present it to the teachers. So if you look at it, there is a summer holiday show and tell. Once you click on present, you can animate also with different features on Canva. Look here. So it just guides you through what was your first day like. It's a speaking activity. Nowadays, a lot of schools are focusing in early years when they're very small to focus not on reading or writing, but on oral communication skills. So this is where you can use these. You can always change the pictures. The template is there. You don't like it, you can change the picture, and you can always come back to it. Kushi. Ma'am, earning is always a professional and a personal topic. Using Canva, if that's your question. Earning is something you would do with freelancing and with different companies and schools by selling your designs or uploading in many websites or platforms give you that opportunity. You create something and you just use them for your earning. I think that is what your question was. Yes, Sudhanshu G is right here. People, you have questions? Can we take it in next 5 minutes? I just want to show you this. I will come back to the questions. So here, if you see, there are different templates. I don't like something, I can go to my elements, I can change it. I can change it to different style. I can even add frame to it. I don't like this. I can just add frame. So it's a picture frame. So which means you have got all these frames, which means when you post an image here, that will be part of that frame. So imagine I have this frame here. I chose right here. I want to have an image of, let me show you right here. I'll close this. And apps, F photos. Let's see if I can have some nice photos, or I can even create. No, I don't want to have the elements too old. So I have got layouts that I can change. Now imagine I have load. I have already downloaded some. I'll take a random picture. So image, it's coming up. It's just taking too long to upload. Okay, it's coming. So imagine I have a picture of this woman, which is a rectangular one. Again, that's an AI generated image. I just want to put this woman inside this frame. I'll create it and it automatically takes the shape of the frame that it has. So that is what I wanted to show you on this. Now I come back to one more feature here. So these are your different tools you can integrate. It's how you get creative, but at the same time, the main objective to show you the templates is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You've got anything you have, the fun videos are there, the worksheets are there, the presentations, the whiteboards, for example, are already there. If you have a look at the whiteboards in Canva, it's coming. It's just taking it up. So whenever you have a feature that you click on, it opens onto. So here, there are sample whiteboards here. So you've got the KWL chart. You've got the web, a word web, you can click on it. You've got a story map you can show, 3 ways of kindness. You like some template, for example, but you want to use it for something else. You can always change it. For example, this one, first, next, and last. You can always change it to beginning, middle, and end, like a story mountain you create in English. You just customize this template. Once you click on one template, it gives you more options of more like this. So here I can always have a look at this one, and it'll give me these kind of templates. So like a voting board. So here, this is which house plants should we buy. So for example, you've got students who are contesting for some class role, for example, a class representative, a class rep, or a grade level prefect for something, for cleanliness or for responsibilities. You can always have that picture of those people and have people cast, the children cast their vote. That's again an interactive and interesting way, rather than taking those chits out. So that kind of I can say a bit outdated for some, and it just adds a new element to it. Now let me go back to creating another design. So I go back to my presentation. A blank template is what it will open. Here I'm going to show you just 2 quick features, since we are almost close to time. Here are the 2 features. I take something from Google in that meanwhile. Let's say I say rains in Telangana. So there's a little article that I look for. I want to open one just to have the text up here. So here I am going to have a bit of text. And I'm going to copy and bring it here. I create a text box. Just a text box, and I have my text up here. So I have my text up here. I can increase the font to 50. Okay, this is what I have. I'm going to go to my, all the way down. I'm going to go here, highlight it, and click on this left panel. If I go down, scroll, it says translate. I want to go here, click on it. It automatically detects the language. Now I can choose from these hundreds of languages that it gives me that I can change it to. I can change it to French, German, Greek, Gujarati, and Hindi. I will go with Hindi because I don't understand much of other languages. So just to show you. And then I hit, it's just one page. Yes, if there are multiple pages, you can choose all at once, or you just can click on one. And I hit translate. And within few seconds, you have the translation of the news or the article, even the poem that we wrote in the template that it gives you with translate features. Again, instead of going to Google Translate back and forth, you have everything right here in Canva. Then if I have another page, so you've got the English version right here. The government has decided to extend holiday for all educational institutions. Here it says, Rajya Vibhag ne adhikarik notice में कहा गया है, सरकार ने लगातार बारिश और प्रतिकूल मौसम की स्थिति को ध्यान रखते हुए blah blah, and it continues. So that's again another option that you can do. We still have people coming in. So I think that's pretty much what we had. We have got apps if you want to discover the apps. So here, if you see this lovely feature, one last feature I'm going to go for is the apps. If you click on that on the left, it has got a lot of things inside, like the YouTube was inside the apps. Text to image is another great feature. People, I think there's more people inside. No. Okay. So text, discover these. You've got the Giphies, you've got Google Maps that you can integrate within your presentation, and you've got other tools as well. So if you look at it, here all this is integrated. If you know any of them, if you are keen, even the QR code can be generated in Canva using this. So I'm going to go back to my last feature of the day, which is text to image. Anything you can write can convert into an image. So how you can try, for example, I say cute puppy running between a valley of flowers. So there you go. It's working. It has certainly, of course, some limitations to it, but yes, you see, there's really a cute puppy, which is you can even say a realistic cute puppy, a photorealistic puppy. You can even add. You don't like it, you can create again. So at a time, it gives you 4 images. I can have all images. Can I request you to mute? Is someone on unmute? Unmute here. So here we've got these. If you don't like it, you can again create again. You can have a robo created. Last time I remember I showed a robo, a woman. Images that you saw on my upload were created. So these are no more. If you like it, you can keep creating them and go back and forth. You can even edit what you don't like. You can edit your prompt. So it depends on how nice you like the prompt. So these are some of the images that were created using Canva. You can choose a style that you want, a filmic style or a realistic style or watercolor image. So those again can be explored. So I think with this, we have come to the end of our session with resources. The only emphasis we'd like to give you is on going on to your Canva for education and inside the templates that education provides you. So whenever you want to start with and you're stuck with something, that's a key tip. Just go to templates, go to education. And there are a lot of features that say, or designs that say the crown on top of it. They are normally the premium version and the paid version, but with Canva for education, you have access to all of them. So don't hesitate to use them. If you've not yet got Canva for education, please fill in the form and you will get the Canva for education. Like I said, you need your ID card and you need your or an ID card with validity or a letterhead from school stating that you are a teacher there. If you do not have it and you're not working, or you're a tutor or a home center teacher, you can always provide your evidence of education qualification and you'd be able to get that within 48 hours at the max. And it'll be upgraded and you will see education right here on the left of your site. So education is your keyword. And we have got all these templates, and inside the templates, if you can see, you can browse by subject. There are more to it, and there are different quality education templates. And even for higher education, there are templates. It's not just restricted to K-12 resources. So I think with this, we have come to the end of the session. I'm going to share the feedback form. In the beginning of the presentation, I'm going to stop my presentation. In the beginning of the presentation, I had shared 2 links for joining the Canva community. I'm going to reshare them as well with you. And here you go with the feedback form. So please do fill in the feedback form and you shall receive your feedback on the email. Again, please write the name that you would want to appear on your feedback form. So there it is. Anybody who has a question?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, Monica ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead, Monica ma'am.
Hello. Yeah, ma'am. I hope I'm audible to you.
Yes, yes, yes. Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am, right now I have created one class in my Canva for educators, and I asked the students to submit the class constitution, and that should be made in Canva. But they find it
Yeah.
difficult to upload that particular class constitution made up in Canva. Very difficult.
Why? So
So
what grade is
uploading
that?
the ma'am, it was class 9th grade. But when I sent them the link and gave them that joining code, I don't know what is the problem on their side. They are unable to upload that particular class constitution in that my class, which I
Ma'am,
had
have you
created
asked
in
them to
Canva for educators.
share the link with you? If they cannot upload, if they can share the link with you, then also they can't do it.
Can you please? No, no. Yeah, I have shared a link with them, but I don't know what is the problem
But
on
did
there and that they are not. Yeah, ma'am. They are not able to
have
upload
they
that
shared
particular thing.
have they shared the link, ma'am, with
Ma'am,
you? If they are not able to
no,
upload,
no, ma'am. I have shared the link that they should upload their
yes.
particular class constitution in that particular link. We can create class in the
And
Canva for
they
educators ना. हाँ जी.
and
तो
yes,
उसके
yes,
बाद
yes,
मैंने
and they
वो
are part of your
पूरी क्लास.
class.
Yeah, they are a part of my class. Then I send them a link कि वो जो है वो बच्चे अपना उन्होंने जो कैनवा में काम किया है वो क्लास कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वहां पर अपलोड कर दें बट दे आर नॉट एबल टू अपलोड दैट सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट मतलब only 2 or 3 students have uploaded it. I don't know what is the problem at their end, so can you please show me how to do that?
Can I,
Can is it
uh,
possible?
Harpreet, can I jump in?
Ma'am, yes, please. And Anna, I need to swap on to the other session.
Yes, I
So
can
is
complete
it
this and go. That's
wonderful? I'll stop the recording for here.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So I'm sorry, people. I have another session right after this, so I will have to hop on.